What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and today I want to discuss something that is kind of two things. It's a follow-up to my video about how JP Morgan is struggling to keep silver prices down, which thanks to you guys has gotten like 550 views so far. Really appreciate that. And also it's that and the fact that somebody commented on the video saying, how it's basically the whole government's a Ponzi scheme and that the government and bankers are the same thing. And I'm maybe not quite that extreme of a conspiracy theorist, but I do want to make a video kind of discussing how I do believe that they both had the same agenda and they are working together. The central banks, not just JP Morgan, but all the central banking, really. I mean, as well as, of course, some very powerful families, like probably the Clintons. They probably have a huge influence in it. Although I feel like they're more oil than precious metals. The Rothschild family. There's a lot of very influential families, of course, that we can't forget to mention in there as well. But at the end of the day, first of all, the reason I mentioned everything in the beginning is that I don't want, if you are watching this, then I really do appreciate you giving me this idea because, it really helps to have inspiration for my videos. But anyway, let's just get into this now. So, yeah, I do believe that they're all working under the same agenda, and that is, for one, I believe that they want to make the dollar, look very strong, both the banks and the government, because the government wants it to look strong, obviously, because of the fact that, when people start to distrust the government, that can cause rioting, and people will start to move out of the dollar and into real tangible assets. And the banks want the dollar to look strong because, well, let's face it, the banks rely on the dollar being strong. I mean, it's obvious, if people aren't putting money into the bank and instead are spending it on, real, like I said, real tangible assets, then the bank's not going to, get anywhere. They rely on people putting a bunch of money into them so then they can loan it out to other people. Because, the money that you put in, if you take that money out, it's not going to be the same money, obviously. That's the way that the bank can afford to pay you interest. It's kind of compensation for you basically allowing them to use your money to loan out to other people. And the interest that they give you is nothing. I mean, it's bull compared to the amount that they make off the loans. Houses are getting foreclosed every day because of bad loans, as opposed to, little measly, 4 to maybe 6%, 6% being very generous a year that they'll give you on your money. It's ridiculous when you think about it. So really, that's how they do afford to do it. And both of them rely, like I said, on the dollar being strong. Now, that's my first thing. Secondly, they're both extremely powerful and wealthy, and I feel as if a lot of government officials, are a big part of the banking scene as well. Maybe behind closed doors, but I think they do have a big role in it, and I think that they rely on each other to make any kind of real money. I feel like a lot of their profits come from helping each other out, and they really are just kind of the same thing. And or at the very least, like I said before, they do have the same agenda, so they're working together. Now, do I think the whole government's a Ponzi scheme? No, I don't. I think it was founded on truly wanting to, have a successful nation, that, basically we could prove that we didn't need Britain to be successful. I do believe that was the initial premise here, but over time, do I believe the government's become corrupt and greedy? Yeah, I do. I do personally believe that is something very big going on in the government right now is, wealth, hunger. I mean, I feel there's a lot of corruption among the top. A lot of people making insane amounts of money who should not be. I personally believe that is going on. But anyway, I just want to keep this video short and to the point. So I do hope you enjoyed it, and based on popular demand from the last video, I will be keeping my old saying. If you didn't get a chance to vote on that, though, you can on this video, whether or not you want me to go with something new or just stick with peace, love, and much respect. But I'll be sticking with it for now, so that is it for this one. Peace, love, and much respect.